Parasites, they function on a very selfish level. They actually don't reason at all. They are programmed to take and take until there's nothing left at your expense. Like, hey, can you please stop, or try to, no, you have to eradicate them. You have to be merciless. You have to squash them out and treat them as such, because they're not going to play with you. Pick one. A worm, a gram-positive or negative bacteria, a protozoan, a fluke, pinworms, horsehair worms, botfly worms, tapeworms, flesh-eating bacteria. This is important to know because parasites are very elusive. You have to be able to spot one. It's going to be very insidious and very hidden. Parasites, vampires, which take the form of humans, which is the energy that works through humans. Then you have otherworldly entities or frequencies that feast on the life force of humans. But on a physical level, you have the physical parasites that will make you grind your teeth all night until you have no teeth left, or they're busted apart. See, parasites, they're going to change your mood. And they've adapted to be able to make you think a certain thing and feel a certain way. People are full of parasites, and they have these mood swings, and they're tired, they're anxious, they're angry, and they don't know why. And I'm sure a lot of these people have probably gotten mental health diagnoses, autoimmune diseases. Now, parasites, I think that's the first thing that people should do, is a parasite cleanse, because half of the symptoms that they're dealing with on the physical and the mental level, they're the problem at the root. And if they would get rid of that, most of their symptoms would go away. Now, it's not to say that there are, mental illness. Mental illness is real, just like physical disease and health problems is real, because they can present and show up a certain way, which is very manipulative that way, and they will hide in your body in every nook and cranny and crevice. They will make their way up to someone's brain. They hide in people's stomach. They create, I know you've probably heard of it by now, these mucus layers called, they will essentially put up a smoke screen or a shield in the form of a biofilm, which is a protective mucus-like layer that is a buffer between you and your cure, or whatever protocol you are using to eradicate them. There are things that you can do to break down their biofilms, like nattokinase or nattokinase that comes from natto, fermented soybeans. I know quercetin really breaks down their biofilm. Certain alcoholic sugars, I think it's erythritol or xylitol. I know that breaks down their biofilm. Garlic breaks down the alliums or wormwood. I mean, it's kind of in the name, wormwood. Most important part, I forgot, you need to bind these devils. You have to use diatomaceous earth, activated charcoal, zeolite, bentonite clay, or citrus pectin. If you do not do that, after you unalive them or stop their life cycle, whatever is in them, which is heavy metals, waste, and toxin, is going to go back into your body and reabsorb, which will make you very sick, or they call it a Herxheimer reaction. The best time to do the cleanse itself is on a full moon. I will go for 2 to 3 months, breaking every few weeks off the herb. Where you get them? You get them from soil. You can get them through the air, food, meat, and vegetables and produce. A lot of people forget that produce, vegetables have soil, and a lot of their soil contains manure, but they're not going to tell you that they use pig feces on the low. is a form of manure as well. And so that's why a lot of people are, they have these high rate of parasite that they're getting. Really rinse and wash those vegetables. You gotta change the pH of the vegetable with something acidic, and you gotta let it soak for a while. A quick rinse is better than nothing, but you gotta hit it with something that's going to neutralize some biological thing that you can't see. At least for 10 minutes with a little vinegar, apple cider vinegar, or with white vinegar. You gotta do something to eradicate that. And for those who like to bite their nails, that's how they come. How many times have we did that to our mucous membranes, the pink parts of our body? That's their entry point. They have to get in through the mucous membrane, the pink parts of your body, like pinworms. Have you noticed they're always found somewhere to where, like, that's their entry point? They get in your mouth, they get in your eye, they get in your butt. Pinworms, they come out, finish their life cycle. Well, they won't be able to finish their life cycle dealing with me. I will abruptly stop their life cycle. And you need to do the same. Because when you are occupied, not just physically, we talk about spiritual parasites too, and how they will have the same effect, but it's levels. It gets so much worse. But on the basic level, if you can take your body back, your hijacked body, take it back, that's half the battle. And as always, it's Sandra.